Finally, on the morning after the feast, we awake to clear skies and the promise of a harvest. We decide to follow Pierluigi on a typical day as a modern winemaker in Tuscany, which is anything but typical.
Hello. Good morning. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. These are all my problems. These are all my problems. This morning I have a meeting with the new agents, and after I have to speak with my accountant for the bank for money, and after we have wine tasting. We start with the telephone. Always a telephone. Pronto? Patria oggi Cinzia. Vai avanti. No? So I have a meeting right now. Now is the right person for me. Come sta? Molto lieto. Per il resto sta procedendo. Ciao. Now I have some meeting here. Quando c'è la vendemmia? Valentina is one of our tower of my firm. Sì. Sì. Pronto? Dai. Look, we have a sun. It's a crazy weather. Crazy. Why this kind of situation? Why? This night rain. We was not prepared for the harvest with more people, so today we have less 4 people.
As it is everywhere else, soil is very important in the grape production in Tuscany.
This is the vineyards where we produce the Chianti, regular Chianti. Regular Chianti is composed, as you know, by 80% Sangiovese, that is this kind of grape, and 5% of Trebbiano and 15% of Canaiolo.
Pierluigi explains that Sangiovese is widespread in Tuscany because it can withstand soils that don't drain very well. However, at the center of the Chianti region is an area where the soils are rocky and drain very well, producing a higher quality wine called Chianti Classico.
And when the soil drains, the grape become with more sugar, less big, and the grape are better, has more acidity and less water, so more sugar. It's the soil that decides. Here we have a lot of water. Here don't drain very well. In Grevin Chianti we have rocks, we have stone, and in that kinds of soil we have a lot of drain. This is the real secret of Tuscany production grapes.
Gone are the days where grapes were crushed underfoot to make juice. These days, winemaking in Tuscany is big business. Large estates, organized labor, and modern winemaking techniques, for the most part, now dominate traditional methods. But at least in Pierluigi's vineyards, workers break for a simple, quick lunch, wine is still drunk, and the grapes are still picked by hand. With the harvest sorted out, it was time to move on to our next adventure.
We go to make a wine tasting. Buongiorno, buongiorno, buongiorno.
A wine tasting with Pierluigi is unique.
Buongiorno.
Part wine class, part wine tasting, and part comedy routine.
My friend, you are not the elephant. If you're smelling this way, okay. The important is to follow the right way when we taste.
You learn many things in Pierluigi's wine class, such as how to swirl, how to sniff, and how to pair wine with food. But the most important point he drives home is that you have to hold the wine in your mouth for at least 10 seconds to really understand its flavors. For some people, this is not a problem, but for others, it can be a bit more tricky.
I'd like to bottle him and bring him home in bottles.
By the end of the tasting, after the whites, after the reds, the Vinsanto, and the Grappa, spirits are generally high.
This was the most fun we've ever had.
Well, only come back to Luigi.
I love you. Thank you very much again, and I hope that you remember something of this. Hallelujah. Bye.
Don't miss the conclusion of our trip to Tuscany and dinner with the Giachi family when we come back.